So if you were just over on Instagram, you know that I completely screwed up, forgetting that I was supposed to do the live over here. I promised you guys lives over here, and I've forgotten the past 2 Fridays. So I'm not. I gotta correct myself, regardless. So hello, extra, read all about it. This is your daily tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. Yes, this is for all signs. It's a general reading, and time to just shoot the shit between everybody. Hey, Jackie, thanks so much for joining. I really appreciate your tolerating the craziness. Totally forgot what day it was. Like who has experienced that in the past week or so? I just completely forgot that it was Friday. Like, what's the difference? I don't know. Not really much of a difference. I'm gonna back this camera up, so forgive the cleavage shot. Just so there's a little bit more, space. But of course, I will not be able to see the messages that you guys are sending. So, oh, I got 111 across the top. Yes, I am gonna get to the tarot. Let's do it. It's Friday, I swear. Today is the 10th. Happy Passover for everybody that began Passover yesterday. God bless. Today is Good Friday for all the Catholics or Christians of sorts out there. So happy, I don't know. You can't say happy Good Friday, can you? But just have a blessed Good Friday. It is a planting day. So it's a day for us to work hard, get things done, plant the seeds so that we can reap the benefits in the future. Our moon is still in Scorpio right now. It goes void, of course, in about 2 hours from now, 3:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And by 4:35 p.m., it's going to enter Sagittarius, a very, very different moon than Scorpio. And the color today is a rose. Okay, nice. Beautiful. I wonder, you know what, let's talk about it later. I'm going to get into the reading, and then hopefully later we can talk about, how you guys did with the love spell. If your love spell went well. Let's see. Here we go. General energies for today. Today is a very good day. Today is a very windy day, and it's a very stressful day for me. And I don't know. I've been working out. Used to help me. It used to help me give me clarify my mind, and now it's just sort of burdening my psyche. And I hate when things get like that. I hate when it gets like that. Because then I really can't stand to work out. Then it becomes just a burden. But I have to work out. I know that it's good for my body. I'm actually, let's put it this way. I'm physically starting to feel the effects of the shutdown, even though you all know that basically I'm shut down every single time. Oh, that's why people aren't getting notifications. Because I was a day behind, and I released 3 videos, and now nobody's getting the notifications that I've gone live. But that's YouTube. And at least if I'm consistent, right? Hey guys, welcome. What's up, Sunshine? What's up? Hey Amber. At least if I'm consistent, people will know I do a live on Friday here. Let's hope. Let's hope, because I gotta be honest with you, I don't love doing the lives I know that sounds so horrible, because I'm so grateful that you guys are here, but when it's 13 people, it gets to me. It does. It makes me feel bad about myself. But this is what happens when you don't get the notifications. Oh, I am grateful for everybody here, though. I am. So let's, wow. Standing on the cliff, looking out, wondering, why has my Amazon package not come yet? Where is that letter I've been waiting for? Maybe where is that government supplemental check? Just standing there knowing that your ships are about to come in. It's a guaranteed. You worked really hard. You're wondering, you're sitting there, where the is my hard work? How come this hasn't paid off yet? Where is the rest of the friggin' world? They're probably looking at you from the other side of the ocean. They're probably looking at you from the other side of the cliff. Probably staring out the same way, looking like, what the hell is going on here? So this is shallow connections, things that are not meant to work out, things that are meant to shut down or last a short period of time. This is new opportunities coming in. Yay! Guess the what, boys and girls? Even though one opportunity closed down, another one opens up. So this is a new opportunity coming to you. You know, romance may be dim, but clearly the Page of Pentacles, there is some sort of financial assistance or help or new opportunity on the horizon. Let's see what cards popped out. Ooh, a reunion, maybe a reconciliation or a reunion with old friends, being able to meet up, being able to celebrate, something to celebrate for, maybe an opportunity in work coming from sort of an old colleague or a colleague that you knew coming back, you know, having a conversation, reuniting, or new opportunities coming or expanding through your network or your soul tribe. The Magician, making things work out of thin air. Being able to take what you have in front of you and turn it into gold, even if it's a pile of poo-poo. The High Priestess is the central energy. She is knowing, like internal knowing, connection with the psyche, psychic abilities, and basically being able to see in the future. So it's almost like psychically we're knowing that everything is eventually going to be okay and that the world is changing for, like that our world, like the changes that are happening. Ooh, victorious, bitches! This is good shit! Public recognition, hail the conquering hero, finally being able to return home, be like, yeah, I made it, what? Riding your Lamborghini through the archways, that kind of energy, like, yes, success is on the horizon, it's on the way. If there is some sort of upset, oh, this is actual death. Like, this is a hardcore shutdown ending. I wonder why that card was in reverse, because it seems random that card was in reverse. It's like just when everything seems good, all of a sudden something comes in. Hold on. Yeah, I've been getting that for a while though. Hard ending. Let's put it that way, an ending. But when it's in reverse, it could actually be like a physical trauma or a thing that is not so bueno. That really drains you, or a relationship. Oh, see, oh, what the fuck is going on, guys? You know what's happening? Somebody is hooking up. Somebody is hooking up with an ex. That's what's going on. Yeah, this is what it feels like. It's like, and because we're all kinds of crazy in our heads right now, we think, oh, maybe there's a future with this person. Maybe there's a future with this person. There's no future with this person. This person wants physicality. That's what they want. They don't want romance. They want just a physical relationship. It's going to be wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, quick. You know, the victory is gonna be over with as they're gonna be finished as soon as they start. If you know what I'm trying to say to you, yeah, they're gonna come home all kinds of victorious, and it's going to be over as quickly as it starts. Rushing in messages or like understanding, realizations, all of a sudden, or getting in your feels, passion rising, a lot of passion, and then it's just going to be a physical hookup. I'm telling you right from the beginning, this is something that is not meant to last. Who's been up in the DMs? That's what I want to know. Who has been up in everybody else's DMs, or how many of you have been getting DMs from exes trying to hook up during this quarantine? And you know what? Let me tell you something. I don't judge you. Do what you need to do, okay? Do it doggy style with a face mask on. Do whatever you need to do. The bottom line here is do not expect it to go beyond what happens in quarantine stays in quarantine. That's the hashtag, right? Hashtag what happens in quarantine stays in quarantine. This is not going to go. This is something like you're sitting there, you're lonely, you're tired of being alone, you're wondering what other people are fucking doing, you just want human connection, and then you get a DM and somebody shows up in your DMs and you respond, and somewhere inside of yourself, you know damn well this is not love. And this is not going to go anyplace special, but simultaneously, you don't give a flying fig because that's not even what you want right now. What you want is a change of pace. What you want is a change of scenery, a change of direction. You want some action, and you're going to get some action. You are, but it's going to be the physical kind. It's not going to, and you know what? Ideally, it will be happy. You see this? You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You're going to be abundant. You're not going to catch the virus. You're going to be fine. You're going to be good. It's going to actually make you happier. I know it sounds like, no, they're not going to end up your husband or wife, but that's not what we're looking for here. It ultimately will help out the circumstance or the situation. Yep. I keep hearing, hail the conquering hero. Like, what was you conquering? Oh, fuck you. The tower came in, a big old change. We know that it's a change. We know that it's a change. I don't need to be told that. But that's what this is about. Somehow knowing and understanding that eventually what's going to come through is what you've been waiting to come through. Something that is, kind of exciting. Kind of exciting. This death card worries me. I need to clarify it, if you don't mind. What is this death in reverse? Because I know what it means, but I want you to articulate. What is it? No, you need to tell me what this death in reverse is. Articulate, please. Articulate what this death in reverse is, please. This is the new moon. We have a new moon coming up in 2 weeks. What is this? Replied to your live video. Hi. Okay. Okay. So the death in reverse, so this is scorpionic energy, right? But this is usually actual, like something bad happening. An expectation of victory, or knowing that you're going to overcome a really bad situation. And I clarified, what is this death in reverse? And this is what came out, the King of Cups. So what this tells me is this is actual a person. Either this is going to be happening to a person, a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, somebody who is solid, somebody who is caring, somebody who is loving, somebody who is nurturing, somebody who's there for resources. Or between the new moon and the full moon, watch the fuck out, because there's a sense of something coming in real fast paced and real harsh towards somebody that is a pretty good human. I think ultimately they will be okay, but simultaneously there's a sense of this ushering in a whole new start. It worries me. I'll just let you know. It worries me. Ooh, at the very least, I'll tell you, it is some hardcore redirection. Or, you know what this is? At the very, in a very frivolous way, this could very well be Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, a man coming in for some putang. Like arriving for some bootay or putang. Like arriving in your DMs. Like that is the person. But they don't want long term. It's going to be over as quickly as it began. It's not something that you could really, it's dead. It's a dead situation. It is exactly what it is. It's not going to go anywhere. So if you get a DM from one of these people, whoever's on there, whoever wants to listen to this, this is a sense of it really not going anywhere. Yeah, of basically him just showing up for the time being. But like I said, it doesn't have to be bad. Just because it's for the time being and it's not like marriage, it doesn't have to be. I think I'm trying to read too much into this. That's my problem. And I don't want to read too much into this. Because this is Scorpio all kinds of messed up. I would say, you know, play or stay away. It's almost like this energy of, I wish I could have a more shallow mind, because I have so many alarm bells ringing off in my head right now about this being an end of a guy. Oh, and maybe that's what it is. I just read it. This is an end of somebody. This isn't necessarily a physical end, but it is an end to your physicality with them or your need for them. In other words, this is something that you actually needed to happen in order to get them out of your lives. Because this is like them coming back and getting your hopes up, hooking up with you and just being out. And at this point, it's like, it's that final straw that breaks the camel's back that says, oh, now I get what you are. That you would turn this circumstance and this situation into something that essentially is hurtful, or that you would pull this crap at a time when basically everybody needs each other. That's the mentality I'm getting, is like, understand that that's what's happening. When this person comes back into your life, they're not going to stay around. They're not going to stay around. They're all kinds of cocked and emotionally needy. Not only emotionally needy, emotionally greedy. And they're almost there like a vampire to just sort of leech on, you know, cast their arrows into your heart and suck the blood that spills from them. Just hook up for the time being, like that physical connection or that quickie, that one off, and then leave. Peace the fuck out. Like this is long-term happiness, which is what confuses me. And that's what I don't understand. So let's get into this 10 of Cups. Like, what the fuck is that? Oh, that's what it is. That's what came out. It brings an end to your relationship. You could be finding out that somebody's hooking up behind your back too. Third party situation. You could just like all of a sudden get the message and realize that somebody's been doing this shit behind your back. Trying to be all on the DL, act like nothing is happening, but it is happening. It is absolutely happening. And it completely and totally destroys the relationship. Or how you feel about them. I feel like that's the more intimate reading here, is that it destroys how you feel about them. It destroys how you're able to see them. Because at first you thought, oh, you get so excited, so happy. You think when you reunite with them, something can come of it. You feel so happy that they're back in your life. It gives you so much joy, so much pleasure, right? It broke up too soon. Your connection broke up too soon and you wanted another chance. Or maybe you've been apart from this person for a while. You've been thinking about them a long time and they come back into your life and you think, oh, all is going really well. Guess what? They're just there because of deep-seated, deep-rooted emotional needs of their own, neediness, codependency, to latch onto you, all vampirically. That's what they're doing. They're giving you false hopes in order to have themselves feel good for a while. And it's going to completely, it could, like in the most extreme situations, it could destroy a marriage. But in the most, I think, benign circumstance, it helps you get over them. It helps you stop seeing them as this beautiful thing surrounded in light. It's like, now I see your true self. I see exactly what the fuck you are. And I'm not having that shit around me anymore. Thank you for helping me get over you. Hashtag thank you next. That's what it is. Thank you next. Ooh, what'd I just say? Thank you next, and I get the Chariot. You're moving on. This is a Cancerian. You could be dealing with a Cancerian. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. It seems like a water sign. But this is a sense of progress, of moving forward, of getting the heck out of that old situation that you used to be in. In other words, this is what had to happen to get you out of a situation that you were stuck in. Now, this could be you or an energy that is, that you're experiencing or that is surrounding you, somebody that you know is going through. But I can tell you right now, this has to do with just shady shit going on underneath the surface. I swear to God, as I shuffle the cards. Ooh, coming out of the cold. Finally being able to make money again. I think that's actually going to help you. It could be all timing, because this is going to happen some time between the new moon 2 weeks from now and the next full moon, which is 4 weeks from now, right? About 4 weeks from now. So over the next month. But simultaneously, there's a sense of finally being able to get out when it comes to making money again. In other words, this emotional and personal catastrophe is going to come right around, like right before the time period when we're finally able to go back to work again, or prosperity and money starts to come back into our lives. And we're able to like get up on, maybe even meet a new person, somebody who is rico suave, somebody with resources and influence, or a boss in a creative field, somebody who could help you creatively, comes into your life and changes your world. So in other words, why is this happening? Why does it happen? Why do people cheat? Why do people hook up? Why do people use other people? Why? Because they're fucking scared. They're cowards, they're scared, they're weak. It's part of being human, but ultimately they're dicks. Like, that's sort of what it is. Now, that doesn't mean you're an overall horrible person and you can basically become a reformed dick. Do you know what I'm saying? But that's why people do it. It's selfishness. It's selfishness and being reactionary and weak. They're weak. They can't control the damn selves. That's why they do it. Okay? But simultaneously, when you get that disappointment and you think your whole world is falling apart, but all of a sudden it's like maybe out of quarantine, back to work, you have something to distract you, you have benefits or money coming into you, finances starting to flow, a new offer that basically comes and helps you out and off your butt, puts you back on track again, makes you feel good again, makes you feel confident again. You know, have a direction forward. And it's exactly what you needed to sort of liberate yourself so that you can go in the direction that you needed to go. Especially, in other words, this is like that kick in the butt that sometimes God comes in and gives you when you stayed in one place for too long. And they was like, listen, I needed to get your ass out of the door somehow. Forgive me for shoving my boot up it. But that's the only way you were going to move. This is that kind of like kick in the ass. Like, get over this person that you're stuck on and you keep letting come back into your life. Get over them, because guess what? A motherfucker is coming in that is so much better. Right? Or opportunities, a new life. It may not even be a new partner. Right? It may be new opportunity, career opportunity, like, you know, being able to work on your creative project, you know, being able to get a new job, or like, there's new opportunities coming, I would say, in about a month. In about a month from now, there's going to be like this topple over, this like explosion, emotional explosion. You needed to get out of this fucking relationship, right? Especially if it's somebody who was all up in the DMs, just trying to come back into your world because they was lonely. You can smell loneliness all over somebody. And the only reason you can't smell loneliness all over somebody is because the scent of your own loneliness is clogging your nostrils. And that's why you don't remember, we attract who we are. So if you let this person back into your life, they're going to hit it, they're going to quit it, and they're going to rip your world apart. Because you think, oh, this person is coming back for real. They're not. This is a shallow connection. And I have been getting this in my dailies for a long time now. This fucking card coming out upside down. And what does it mean? It means it is not for real. This is a leaf, not a root. It was not meant to be a long-term thing. It was not meant to be a long-term thing. They're up here offering you pennies, right? And you're like all kinds of like, yeah, I'm so happy. Or they was hooking up with an earth sign. I'm not kidding. They were hooking up with like a randy dandy and pretty young youth. They were hooking up with a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, all kind of hooking up. Third party situation, hooking up, manipulating, working things, all kinds of in the dark. You may already be suspect of this behavior because this is the central energy. This tells me that on some level, you already know what's going down. On some level, you already know what's going down, or you're so sort of like wrapped up or carried away by the situation. You're actually planning your future with this person. You're actually like planning, like thinking that you're going to have a future with this person. You're not. You're not going to have a future with this person, which tells me psychically on some level, you already know. So this is a month and a half out. I just recognize that because this is a new moon. So this would be the next new moon, and it would follow to the next new moon, and then a full moon. So that would be what? Yeah, that would be like a month and a half out. A month and a half from now. Thinking like something is going to break, something is changing. It's not going to change. This is happening so that you can move on with your life. That's what's happening. If you don't find out that somebody, I know it's like, why do we build our houses on sand, man? Why do we do it? Because we love the ocean. We love to be by the water. But we forget how destructive water can be when it's out of control. And this person is out of control. This person is like not reliable. They're not dependable. They're going to bring destruction. They're going to end something. Like they are the Grim Reaper. Not that they're going to kill you, but that they're not there. They're there to reap, yo. They're there to take. They're not there to give. They're there to reap, cutting you down, shoplifting the pootie. That's what's going on, and completely destroy your world, your image, whatever you had fantasized about. You know how we meet somebody and 2 seconds later we're like planning our fucking wedding with them. We don't even know them. Why would you put your eggs all in that basket? Why would you let their eggs into your basket? I mean, like I said, I don't judge people for hooking up, especially when quarantine, we're trying to find shit to do. I don't judge that shit at all. Go to fucking head, have fun. But don't let your feelings get involved. Because I'm telling you right now, you let your feelings get involved with this situation, that's where you're going to end up. Headless horseman. Looking for his head for the rest of his life. Because like, why didn't I use it when I had it? That's why we have heads, right? To come in and be like, the brain to be like, Heart, I know you're in there. And you better fucking listen up. Because you're about to make a stupid ass decision. That's what our head is for. Right? To like knock us into reality and be like, don't make this dumbass decision. Like you ain't heard from that motherfucker for 3 months. He didn't call you. She didn't call you. What do you think they were doing in 3 months? What do you think they doing the past 3 weeks? What do you think they were doing? They weren't talking to nobody else? What do you think they were doing? Pining over you? If they missed you, they would have called you. Oh, and now they finally did. After all this fucking time, they're showing up in your DM because they're bored. If you want to fuck them, fuck them. I'm not judging you. But do not fall for them. Don't. Because they're gonna wreak havoc and rain bloody terror on whatever future you decide to build in your head or in your hopes. It's just gonna be done. I'm telling you now. You don't want to believe me? That doesn't surprise me, because if you don't want to listen to yourself, why would you listen to some tarot card reader, right? This is a sense of, but it's premonition. I'm telling you what's going to happen. This is future tense. This is the inevitable. Why? Because this is who this person is. And maybe this is who you are. You need this wake-up call. She caught me banging on the counter. It wasn't me. She caught me banging on the sofa. It wasn't me. It was you. It was you. Only the heart would believe it wasn't me, because the brain has eyes, right? It's like the brain done saw very clearly. Oh no, that was definitely you. I have your DNA samples all over my fucking couch. That was definitely you, right? The brain would know that because it has eyes to see. The heart is all like, oh no, maybe it wasn't him. All right, the DNA results and the sperm stains, sweat stains on your couch and your counter, they contradict your heart's belief. You know, I'm not one of these people, and I am a Cancerian. I'm like a quadruple Cancerian. I'm supposed to be all kinds of emotional. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a bitchy kind of Cancerian. I love using my brain. I really do. I love getting it in there and asking it to, like, can you at least like have a voice in this conversation? Can you at least like get in there and say, does this make sense? And I'll tell you, it's because when I was young, I was stupid. And I got myself into these situations all the fucking time. And, the reason why we get ourselves into these situations, especially when we're young and we can retaliate because we got the youth and our cells are still replicating themselves because they're still growing. Listen, the reason why we go through it is to learn. It's to learn. And this is a class time, children. Class time. You about to get school. Don't let that motherfucker back in the door. Don't. And don't kid yourself. You see what I'm saying? Like up in here, I could almost feel this like trying to be badass, you know, I'm trying to be all badass, you know, like that scorpionic energy of like, I don't care. I don't gotta let this person in. I don't care about him. I don't care about him. I don't care. What do they call me? You know what I'm saying? Like, you care. Like, know yourself. Know that you're emotional. Know if you're capable of a casual hookup or not. Because if you're not, don't do it. I envy people who can do it. Believe me. I envy those people. But simultaneously, I know I'm not one. So I stay away from that behavior because it's not right for me. Because it always leads me to ugly crying and shit. Right? Always does. Always fucking does. You know that. You know that. I'm just saying. What do you want? That's what this is. That's what this is. This is a warning. This is a warning that whoever is coming back, either you can't handle it, they're not sincere, or you're not sincere and they can't handle it. This is not a good situation. Get out now. And the whole purpose behind this is so that you can leave, is so that you can make the decision and see into the future. And in the future, it's like the universe is setting this up because it knows it's how you're going to react. And they need you to go in that direction. But the only way that you're going to go in the direction, and the only way that you're going to go in that direction is if they ruin you. Okay. Oh, I mean, that's fine with me. You know, the universe is up there being like, okay. Like, I told you what I needed done. Okay. I told you needed to take down those walls and you needed to get moving. I told you a few times because the tower doesn't come randomly, right? It's like, it's a buildup. The universe done said, and now you do things my way. The universe done said it. That's why they're interfering. That's why there's this rupture in your life and what makes you happy, this great disturbance, this loss of an ideal. It's got to come down. This is a sense of somebody who is very emotionally needy, very, very emotionally greedy. And they just like are there to use your abundance for a night or two, for some comfort, for some warmth for themselves. Please be warned. Are you dealing with a water sign? Probably a male because it's showing up as a king. There's no queens here. But like I said, gender is fluid in the card. So, you know, you could be dealing with vice versa. This is maybe somebody that you definitely trusted, somebody who in the past had been somebody who brought a lot of abundance to your life. They are not that person anymore. That's what you have to know. They're not that human. And they're not as stable as you thought they were. They were hiding some dark shit that is finally coming out and revealing, once again, this energy is compatible with this energy. It was not meant to last long. This is a broken connection. And this is somebody who's basically just like there to hook up, randy dandy fun, an opportunity that falls short. It doesn't succeed. It doesn't even go anywhere. If anything, it just drains you. It just drains your hope. We got hashtag vampire written all over this. Now, why is this happening? Woe is me. Why is this happening? Well, probably because you got so many signs and signals and you ignored them all because you're stubborn and you make a decision. Oh, no. See, like I said, I am not just trust your heart. No. I'm a Libra fucking rising. I am obsessed with harmony and balance. Obsessed. We have a brain for a reason. We have a heart for a reason. We have a gut for a reason. And we should damn well be able to listen to all of them in harmony at once. And if they're not all vibrating on the same plane, we need to figure out what is the dissonance. But we can't just shut down our freaking brains and make the decision to not decide and just follow our hearts. That is a teenager move, because teenagers are stupid. You're allowed to be stupid when you're 14, 18, maybe even up till you're 25. After that point, you're choosing to be stupid, and there's no excuse for your dumb ass. I laid it on the line. There you go. There you go. You know, if we are some grown-ass folk, there's no reason for us to be getting into this circumstantial situation anymore. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you that right now. But if we do get into this situation, let me tell you what the flip side is. The flip side is this was meant to push you in the direction that you needed to go. Okay, this was the direction that you were destined for. You had to be reminded of. Okay? So that you can get on with the world that you were supposed to build. And it's going to offer you the kind of satisfaction and happiness that only the survival of heartache and rough times can. Because then you really realize how lucky you are. You know, then it really occurs to you how beautiful life is and how stupid you are to not love the opportunities that present themselves to you. This is, forget about it, it's not even a second chance. It's the continuation. It's the right path. See, this guy right here, for me, he's more symbolic. He's more an energy, a confidence, getting your confidence back. Getting your confidence back as you enter a whole new stage in your life. And you needed to go through it. You needed to go through it. A lesson that was necessary. And it was meant to help you move forward. That's all. Remember, fire signs, King of Wands is a sense of forward. Not even the now. Fire is about the future. What am I creating? What kind of world am I creating? And there's some sort of future up in here. There is abundance. There is prosperity. There is purpose. There is joy. There is awesome money coming into finances, finally being able to like be hired and make money and have value and be recognized for that value. There is. Like, this is a false start, what we're experiencing in the next month and a half. This is some sort of falseness, something that's not going to last, ain't meant to last. I'm just letting you know. And it's all emotional. But we had to grow up emotionally. This is the energy of having to grow up emotionally and get to the point where we know that we're damn blessed. We're blessed even when we're denied something. We're blessed especially when we're denied something. Some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers. Thank you, Garth Brooks. Wasn't that his song? Some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers. And that's what this is. And you done thought that you could be like, God didn't give it to me, but I'm going to force it to happen anyway. I mean, good luck. I'm just saying. Okay. I'm just saying, like, listen, we all make decisions that are, I think, best for us in the moment. And that's beautiful and that's wonderful. And that's why mistakes are beautiful and wonderful. Because there is no teacher like failure. And this is meant to sort of rock your world a little bit and sort of destroy you. It is meant for that. I'm just letting you know. But I'm also letting you know that on the other side of that is a whole new world and beginning. And I've been saying this a while, and I know it sounds cliche, but I'm going to say it again, and it is going to be cliche. There is a world on the other side of what you think is your perfect condition. There is a whole world on the other side of it that is glorious. And one of the beautiful things about it and why it's so glorious is that you didn't dream it, the universe did. and it dreamed it for you. And it has the ability to dream much bigger, much wider, much farther than you can. And it's giving that to you. And that's what you have to look forward to. And a little us in our piddly lives. I'm just here to tell you that there's heartache coming because there's an ending of a situation or a circumstance with a person that was not meant to be in your life that long. Now, I am hoping and praying because this is that fearsome part of me that this doesn't mean true death. This doesn't mean real horrible things like having to put somebody in the ground. I'm praying that that's not the case. I am hoping above hope that that's not the case. This is just heartbreak. Now, I know heartbreak can feel like death, but I'd rather that than the other kind, because the other kind you can't come back from. Do you know what I'm saying? I understand how horrible heartbreak is. But simultaneously, if you're alive to breathe another day, you're blessed. So that's what I'm really hoping. And I think for most of us, yeah, that is the case. But there does seem to be an ending coming with some sort of water sign. If you look at this as a Scorpio, it's just sort of twisted Scorpio. Or water sign that is very shady. You know, usually the King of Cups upright is a wonderful stability, wonderful. But it's almost like with the death behind it in reverse. It's like, now they're hiding some shit. You don't really know what they're up to. This is definitely an ending. An ending that rocks your world. I'm going to put protective spells all the fuck around me and my child because I do not want this to be an actual ending. I just don't. That's where my mind goes because I freak the fuck out. But this does seem to be something with 8, moving fast moving. Reiterating the fast moving of the Page of Cups in reverse of just the wham bam thank you ma'am. So that's what I really think is over with, is happiness. This relationship is over with. Oh, but please, but once again, we have to throw our hands in the air to a certain point, because there's only so much that we can do about every circumstance and situation, and we just got to trust that the divine is going to carry us through. And it will. It will. There is movement here, and there is a beautiful future here. The future that you're supposed to have. You're going to be good. We're all going to be good. Ooh, 55. Woo, woo, yay. Welcome for joining me. Thank you so much. We're all going to be good. We're all going to be good. Let me get into oh yeah, I'll use my Lover's Tarot. I use my Whispers of Love because I love these cards, and I rarely use them for the purpose that they really are, which is just straight up. They're not just romance. Turn your heart light on. Reflect on a time when you experienced love. The energy of 3 plus 6, 9, something coming to a head. Being vulnerable. Spending quality time together, but it came out in reverse. Being vulnerable because of physicality and Gemini energy. Something was destined to happen, like this connection. In a month and a half, North Node goes into Gemini. Yeah, this is some sort of realization. Spending quality time together. Nope, you're going to be apart. I don't know what the fuck. Hold on. Turn on your heart light. Reflect on a time when you experienced love. This is just being so open and so vulnerable. Leading ourselves right into the slaughter. Something with Gemini and the full moon. This is Gemini card. I have to say, it's somebody that has all the right things to say, but the actions don't live up. They don't match it. Or I will say this new moon, remember how I gave you the timestamps from new moon to full moon? On the new moon, you're breaking up, but by the next full moon, you're going to be with somebody you're supposed to be with. But that's why the breakup has to happen. You understand? Like if you're not free, then you'll miss this opportunity. If you're not free and you're not open, and that's I think that's ultimately the lesson. I know I'm like a condescending bitch, but ultimately we have to make this mistake to go through this loss to get to the win. Like that's the path, that's the step. We don't have a choice with that. We don't have the ability to decide to circumnavigate the bad choice, because the bad choice is what's going to set up the fall, and the fall is necessary for the resurrection. You understand? So it all has to happen. It's almost like, I have to say, especially with the high priestess in the center, this is divine timing. It's divine. It's set up already. Everything is already in motion. So get ready for this roller coaster ride, because this is going to be a motherfucking bitch. We asked for it, right? We asked to be led to the one we're supposed to be with. We're about to be led to the one we're supposed to be with. Unfortunately, we got to go through hell to get there. It's the only way. The only way out is through. And we're going to get out. And it's going to be good. Just brace yourselves for the next month. Emotionally brace yourself. I don't know. My son just left for some reason. I don't know why. I think, oh no, he's downstairs banging. Weird. Yeah, let's look to these cards. I'm longing for new cards. I gotta go online and check it out. I do. I'm gonna be Oracle card shopping, and yes, I am still designing my deck. 72 cards is not easy to draw in color. I'll tell you that. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Isn't that interesting? We're just on this brink of entering something so completely new for ourselves. And I'm almost glad I can't see it. I'm glad I don't know what it looks like. I'm glad. Because then I get to be like a child, the ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Talk about this message right now. It's happening for you, not to you. Birthing a new age. It's happening for you, not to. That's the message from Spirit that we need to know, is that it's happening for us. It's not there to hurt us or harm us or torture us or ruin us. It's there to mold us into what we need to be and where we need to go. And this is definitely something brand new. Unfolding right before us, happening for us. It's happening for us, not to us. I know, I can hear you saying there are some things that all of us do not want to lose. Like, we all have a list, and it's a very short list, but we all have a list of those things that we feel we could never recover from. Like, I get it. I know exactly what's on my list, and it's one thing. It's a list of one. Now, I don't necessarily think that that necessarily is going to be what's taken from you, especially if it's not in your way of your destiny, of you succeeding. If it's something that inspires you and helps to push you forward, then it ain't going nowhere. Don't worry about it. It's safe. Woo, we hit 60, yay, 61. Thank you for joining. It's safe. Don't worry about it. If it's not in your way, and I've said this before, never use the people that you love as excuses or roadblocks to you not living your soul-filled life. Never use them as the excuse, because if they become your roadblock, they will be what the universe takes out as a tower. And I know that it is horrible, and I don't want to, I'm not trying to shake a finger or tell you you're responsible for horrible things. I'm just saying, I'm warning you, don't ever use them as the excuse. Don't ever, because that makes them the roadblock to your divine purpose. And the universe only sees energy. It doesn't see people or places. It just will plow through whatever is the roadblock. You need to get back on your divine purpose. It will remind you. Now, if you are aligned to your divine purpose, then you don't got nothing to worry about. You still may have a fuck boy or a fuck girl coming into your life and messing up that way. But that will be the emotional strain, the reminder, the kick in the ass out the door, the lost job. You know, it will be hurtful, it will be sad, but it will not be the end of your world, right? But I always tell people, don't ever use that person as an excuse for not being aligned with your soul purpose. Don't do it, because that sets them up as the roadblock. And if you set somebody that you love up as a roadblock, they will be that tower moment. So just, that's all I'm saying. And I'm glad we had this conversation and you listened to me. I'm telling you, it's like, don't ever use your kids, your spouse, those things that you don't want to lose. Don't ever use them as the reason why you are not doing what you were assigned to do here on earth. Don't ever, because they will be the ones taken away from you. It doesn't have to be through death. It could be through divorce. It could be through legal proceedings. It could be through a lot of shit. But don't ever use people that you care about as a reason that you are not aligned to your soul purpose. Because that is placing them between you and the universe will win. I'm just letting you know. I know that's probably, people are going to probably stop subscribing to my channel for that reason. But I'm letting you know, and I'm not doing it to shake a finger or blame you, but I'm letting you know what happened and hoping to make you realize that is what happens. That is what happens when we use people that we love as those roadblocks. Oh, I got to take care of this. I got to take care of this. I got to do this for this person. I got to do this for this person. Why are you not focused on your soul purpose? Now, not everybody knows their soul purpose, but for those of us who do, there is no excuse, right? We need to be constantly working on our soul purpose. And if we are constantly using a person or a job or a career, we're constantly using it as that excuse for not doing it, guess what the fuck is going to happen? Guess what the fuck is going to happen? Guess what the fuck is going to happen? They're going to be taken out of our way. And now what's your excuse? That is the sad, horrendous truth. Now, the wonderful thing is that universe reacts to energy and it doesn't really know time. So if you are working on something slowly, I'm not saying you have to pick up and leave your family and abandon everything and move out, to move to Antarctica to, film polar bears, whatever your dream is, Motherfucking Shackleton and shit. I don't even know if he was in Antarctica. I'm just saying, but if you are step by step, year by year, making sure that you plan your soul purpose, writing books about the Arctic, studying polar bears, teaching your kids about them, and planning when they go away to college, I'm gonna make my first trip out there. That's different, because the universe isn't gonna be like, oh, you didn't do it on time, because it's not all about obsessed with time. It's not linear like we are. So as long as it sees you engaged and constantly engaging your divine purpose and sharing it, you're fucking good. You're fucking good. But this is all those people who are like, no, my career, my job. No, I can't talk about polar bears. It's a waste of time. It's like, no. My career, my job. I got to work late. You're going to lose your fucking job. You're the one that's set up for unemployment. That's what's going to happen all of a sudden. You're going to lose your fucking money. You're going to lose your fucking job. Why? Because you put that as the barrier between you and what you knew you were supposed to be focusing on. That's why I always tell people, do not do that shit with your kids. Do not do that shit with your kids, because that is like leaving them as the, and the universe doesn't see it as them as a target. It's like, that's the roadblock. I got to remove it. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. I'm just letting you know. You set that shit up. I know it's horrible. I know it's horrible. And I sound like an evil person for saying it, but believe me, I work very, very hard. And maybe I'm wrong. I'm just saying, whatever roadblock you done set up is about to be stripped down. And I do think it has to do with a relationship. To be totally honest with you, I think it has to do with a relationship that's very close to you. And maybe this fuckboy energy of like, why take it into your life? And that's what I love about this reading is it's not necessarily all doom and gloom, especially if it was somebody that was out of your life and that you had already not taken seriously, but you let them back in, and for the reasons of being lonely, let them mean too much to you for this moment in time. Then essentially it's going to, yes, it's going to hurt you and rip you apart, but it's not going to be that blow of like losing your kid. It's not going to be like that, because you already knew that on some level this was a fuck boy or a fuck girl and they couldn't be trusted anyway. You're just going to get that reminder to help steer you back to where you belong, because there's beauty here. There's sensational, lovely, beautiful happiness here. I can't stress that enough. It's just a beautiful life being set up for you. Such a beautiful life being set up for you. Oh, you just have to have faith on that. And I think if we focus on that beautiful life, and don't decide what it looks like, but just decide what it feels like. And we align with that, and we let that be our GPS system, that guidance system. We will get there. We will align. I know we will. Let's do this. Let's look at our angel cards, our angel messages. The unknown. Do not fear the unknown. This is a time of deep exploration and transformation. Unfamiliar territory leads to new horizons. There's your assurance. That one little card. Don't fear it. Don't fear the unknown. A lot of times we decide to cling to what we do know or think we can control. The key here is don't fear what the unknown is. I know. You don't have the money saved. How are you going to do it? How are you going to work it out? It will. You'll figure it out. Go step by step. And as long as you're aligned with that vibration of, oh, I'm still headed in the right direction. I don't know how I'm going to get the money, but it's going to come. Because as long as I'm aligned with my vibration of happiness and my true purpose, it's going to come. Don't fear the unknown. This is a time of deep exploration and transformation. You're going someplace new. The point is, it's going to be someplace new. The point is, there's newness here. You're leaving the old behind. You don't know what it looks like. It is foggy and murky. That's the truth. That's the truth of what is happening now. There's nothing else to say about it. It's more beautiful than you could clearly have imagined. Clearly. All right, thank you so much, guys. I'm going to close up this reading, say goodbye to you for Saturday and Sunday. My personal readings for anybody who ordered one will be coming out either tonight or tomorrow. And yes, the Romantic Tarot will be back on Sunday. Thank you so much for joining me and even hopping over here from Instagram. It was really wonderful of you to do that. Thank you so much, especially to Jackie and Amber for being the best moderators ever. Hey, Kimberly. I'm sorry, I didn't see necessarily. Hey, Marka. I didn't see who was like coming on, but I just want to say hi to everybody. What was I going to talk about? No, I'm not going to talk about anything else. I've had a big morning, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to relax a little bit, give myself some time, and then do what I need to do. But I really do hope that you enjoy your weekend. You have a lot of stuff to look forward to. Even if it's Netflix, dude, even if it's Netflix, it's the small things, man. Don't underestimate those. Like let your small joys be the joys for now. I love you guys so much. Thank you, Kimberly. I will give lots of kisses to kisses. Thank you so much, guys. I will talk to you for the daily on Monday, but I'll see you in the Romantic Tarot on Sunday. See you guys.